Clink, cheers. I am doing something that I have never done before, which is a declutter. And honestly, I don't have any real excuse as to why I haven't done this, except that I'm lazy. I don't know. When I get the impulse to get rid of things, I just get a little bit too impatient and I just kind of want to take care of it immediately. If you are new to my channel, hello, cheers. My name is Cate. I'm an exclusively pro-choice influencer, so almost everything you're going to see here is from a brand that is loudly and proudly in support of abortion rights. So this is in one of my drawers, and this has gotten completely out of hand. We've got blush in here, we've got lip glosses, so I'm just going to go through all of these and see what I want and what I don't want to keep. I'm going to start with something that I already know I want to declutter, which are the Say Glossy Bounces. These were something that I really loved when they launched. They're nice. They're nothing like crazy or different to write home about, but they're a nice lip gloss. I just don't love the way these have aged, and this is starting to smell off, kind of like Play-Doh. I've had these since they launched, so I think it's definitely been at least a year. Yeah, there were 5 shades of this, I want to say. I'm just not reaching for them. I have so many other lip glosses I love. Oh, here's another one. This was my most used shade. This is called Kiss, and it really is just like a whisper of a tint. And this is the shade that I think, probably because it's my most used, kind of went off the quickest. Okay, moving on to my Fenty gloss bombs. Now a lot of these are old. I've kind of decluttered some of these as I've gone because a lot of the shades I've loved have gotten discontinued. So this is the shade Fussy, and I'm definitely keeping this one. This is one of my favorites. I think I'm actually going to keep all of my gloss bombs because I love this Fenty Heat Gloss Bomb in the shade Hot Cherry. I just think it's so perfect for summer, and this is probably one of my more recent gloss bomb purchases. This is the shade Riri. Okay, there is a lip gloss that leaked in here, and I'm super annoyed about it because gross. I'm gonna have to clean these off, but I'm definitely keeping my Rare Beauty lip souffles. Sorry you have to see them all grody and wet. I love these. These are a really beautiful, unique matte product. One of the few matte products I really love in terms of a lip product. So these are the Rare Beauty kind of balm lip glosses that came out. I think it was the launch with their little melty blushes that look like Polly Pockets. These were very sort of to me. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. They just were, I don't know. I didn't love the application. I just didn't think they were that special. For some reason, I don't like the packaging. I really don't love the doe foot. This is not a satisfying doe foot whatsoever. I literally never picked these up since these came out, so I'm gonna be getting rid of these. Okay, so these are the Jones Road lip tints, and I was sent several of these from Jones Road, and they're really nice. I mean, I remember liking them. I think I even put them in a favorites video. You know, I kept all of them because they're nudes. I really liked the formula. I really do not love Jones Road packaging. I need them to give me something more than this. And you have to like look at all of the labels to even see what shades you're picking up. These were a really like nice, comfortable form. I'm keeping them. I just had to remember to use them. They just do not scream use me. They scream I'm boring. Sometimes packaging makes a difference. Nothing about this is like making me want to pick it up. These are some of my favorite lip products of all time. The Tower 28 Lip Softies are not to be slept on. This is a Milk Makeup Kush Lip Oil, and these are really nice. They're not like blowing my hair back. I do love the fatty doe foot, and I do love that they're like an actual legitimate lip oil formula. They're just nice to throw on if I need some hydration on my lips. A lot of people lose their minds over the Green Dragon one, which is literally just a clear minty lip oil, but you know, if that's your thing. Okay, so these Rhode Peptide lip tints are very much in the same category as the Tower 28. You can pry these from my cold dead hands. These are such a beautiful formula. So just know that none of these are getting decluttered at any time, and they just came out with brand new shades for summer. Guys, I'm not kidding you. They are made for me. I've got to get my hands on that launch. They also do a bang up job of naming their shades, like Raspberry Jam. This literally looks like raspberry jam. I know what I'm picking up when I grab for this. So that's raspberry jam, so gorge. And this is the shade Espresso. Just such a beautiful, juicy formula, and I really love every single shade they come out with. Oh wow, I sure do have a lot of these Tower 28 lip jellies in just the clear shade. If you're looking for a clear gloss, this is definitely one of my favorite clear gloss formulas. And yes, I'm gonna obviously be keeping all of these because I barely use them, and honestly, I kind of forgotten about them. A lot of these products have kind of gotten hidden in this clutter. This is the Kaja Lip Gloss in the shade Milk Tea. Definitely a lip gloss that I completely forgot about. I'm kind of reminding myself right here. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. I'm gonna be keeping that one. This is probably my most used Tower 28 lip gloss shade. It is in the shade Coconut. I love these milky jellies from Tower 28. This and the shade Pistachio. I don't know if that's gonna be in this Declutter, but two of my favorite of the lip gloss shades. Oh, this is another matte product that I think is one of the best. So MAC's Powder Kiss line. I have the regular like bullet lipsticks, and then I also have this liquid shade, and this is in the shade $1 Billion Smile. Whoa, she's way pigmented. That is a summer shade if I've ever seen one. These are kind of giving like the Rare Beauty matte lip souffles, honestly. I'm definitely gonna keep this. I want to try this again. Okay, so we have a bunch of these MAC Shot of Color lip oils. These were really, really beautiful, but they are several years old and they are totally discontinued. You can only find them on Amazon. If these were still available, if they were something I could talk about and they were accessible to you guys, I would keep them, but they just really aren't of use to me, and again, they're years old. This is a brand that is so indie, like I don't hear anyone talking about it. I love the name, Lipslut, and she came out with like a Ruth Bader Ginsburg gloss. She's come out with a Fuck Trump gloss, which I think is somewhere in here. I don't use these, you know, they're an okay gloss formula, but I really just keep these around because I just love them. They're more of just like a collector's item for me, I guess. Okay, so this is the Rare Beauty Dewy Lip Balm, and I only have one of these. It was just too pale, it kind of washed me out, and I just really never picked this up again. I didn't love the packaging on this either. I just thought it was kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of cheap. I don't know, I don't like how this doesn't like come together. It just kind of flops around willy-nilly. Okay, here is the other shade of the Tower 28 that is one of my favorites. This is the shade Pistachio. So this is Coconut, this is Pistachio. Pistachio is definitely a little bit more subdued and nude. I think Pistachio is my favorite, honestly. You know what? I'm having second thoughts about Coconut. I love her so much, but she is really old and used and abused. I think if I want this shade, I need to get a new one. This is reminding me I need to re-up my Tower 28 lip glosses because I love this shade. The shade is called Fire, and I know it looks like, oh, it's probably too orange. When you put this on your lips, it just works. It's perfect for summertime, but she is looking old and nasty and kind of congealed, so I'm gonna get a new one of these. Okay, more MAC and more discontinued MAC. These shades are discontinued. I think this product is still sold. These are the MAC Glow Play Lip Balms, and you guys, I love these so much. I think I got 3 or 4 shades of these. This is the shade Floral Coral. I mean, this was like my go-to summer lips because I don't even need a mirror to put these on. I am gonna declutter them because again, they're years old, and I really think these are gonna be eventually discontinued because there are only 2 shades left and none of the shades I have are even available. Totally forgot about this shade of the Tower 28 gloss. This is the shade Almond. I don't even think I've opened this up, nor have I used it. This is the Tower 28 Lip Jelly in the shade XOXO, and I think I've only used this a couple times, so I'm definitely keeping this. And talk about a perfect summer shade. I feel like the Tower 28 lip glosses need their own drawer. So this is from the brand Exa, and I believe this is Credo's brand. This is their All Smiles lip oil, and I didn't dislike this, but it really didn't win out over the other lip oils I have. Like, it really is nice, you know, but again, I'm probably not gonna reach for this shade in particular. And again, I just felt like there were lip oils that I loved more than this, so I am gonna declutter this. Okay, so I flipped the container around. We have 3 new compartments to declutter. I believe these were Tower 28 summer release either last summer or the summer before. These are the Juice Balm tinted lip balms, and guys, I love these so much. They're so easy to use. Again, another product I can literally use without a mirror. And even though these are a year or two old, I'm definitely keeping them. These are one of my favorite sort of like easy application crayon lip products. Also, props for the packaging. Like, I know what shade I'm picking up when I'm going for these. I would definitely still recommend these even though they're kind of yesterday's news. It's kind of like if this balm were in a lip crayon form. This product is not to be slept on either, and I've completely forgotten about it. So this is the Serum Balm Intense. I have to tell you, I'm not really a fan of their regular serum balms, like the non-intense ones. I just personally don't find them quite hydrating enough for my lips, but the Intense, it's like a totally different formula. It's so good. It's incredibly juicy and nourishing and cushioning on your lips, and I do love this Nude Nova shade. I think this would be a really universally flattering shade, and I definitely want to get more shades of this. Okay, so here are some but not all of my Rare Beauty lip oils. I have every single shade of these, and I even have backups of some of the shades. That's all to say, I ain't getting rid of any of these. These have held up beautifully. I mean, these have been around for what, a few years now? They still apply like the day I got them. These are still a really great, unique product that I've never seen anyone else come out with. Not quite like this. And this is the Merit Shade Slick Gelée. This is the shade Mapleton. This is another lip oil that I feel like is really a true lip oil. I like the gelées so much more than the normal shade slicks. Kind of like the Make Beauty serum balms. I don't like the OG formula. I like the updated formula. And they just give you like a wash of color, just like a hinty hint of color. Also, this is some of the most stunning packaging I have literally ever seen for a lip gloss. Like, this makes me want to reach out and bite it. And this is the shade Le Doux, which is a sheer hot pink. Like, look at her. I need to start using these again for summer. These are such a perfect summer product. This is another MAC lip gloss. I got this in the shade Cultured, and I really love this shade. I think these hold up really well, so I'm gonna keep this. This is the shade Sesame in the Tower 28 lip gloss. Definitely keeping this because, again, have I even opened this? Yes, she's been opened, but she's barely been used. I think this video is a note to myself to start picking up the Tower 28 lip glosses again. Okay, this is another one of the MAC Glow Play lip products, and again, another shade that I absolutely loved. I really did wear this a lot, but I'm decluttering her. This is one of the newer shades of the Ami Colé lip oil, and this is the lip oil that I mentioned before, that sometimes it leaks and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what sort of trickery is happening, but all of a sudden my Ami Colé lip glosses, or rather the lip oils, do not leak. Like, all of a sudden I think they just all made up their minds we're not gonna leak anymore, because I don't seem to have that issue. Is that happening to anyone else? Is there like a ghost in these bottles? Like, what's going on? Anyway, this is the shade 517, and I love their lip oils, guys. They are absolutely gorgeous. They're that really nice thick formula. Ooh, look at that gorgeous bronzy nude. So beautiful. I love these, and they're not leaking on me right now, so I love them even more. Okay, so now I randomly have a little powder blush action for you over here. These are pretty much almost all the powder blushes I have right now, with the exception of my Patrick Ta duos. This is the MAC blush in the shade Peaches, and I mean, come on, of course I'm keeping this. This is the KBD blush in the shade Foxglove, and this is a really beautiful nude shade. I will say it's not quite as pigmented as I like for my blushes, but it is an undeniably beautiful formula. So pretty. Also, points for the packaging, love it. This is the Benefit Hula Beach Vacay Bronzer and Blush Duo. I mean, you know, the Hula bronzer is a totally decent bronzer. I just have other better blushes and bronzers, and this is kind of untouched enough that I think I could actually still give this to one of my friends. This is a KVD blush that I believe is discontinued, but I will not get rid of it because it is so freaking gorgeous. This is the shade Poppy, and I am crying that this is no longer available. This is so, so pretty on so many different complexions, kind of in the vein of NARS Exhibit A, except maybe a little bit orangier. This is one of those rare products that no, this shade is no longer available, but I love it so much that I'm keeping it. These are the Persona blushes. This is the shade Jam, and this is the shade Georgia. These are brand spanking new. I haven't even touched these, so maybe I need to throw these into a trying to make a video or something. Love Persona blushes. I feel like Persona is one of those brands that also gets slept on. They make great cream blushes and great powder blush formulas. And this is from Jouer. Look at this gorgeous packaging. I don't have anything from Jouer. I like some of the things I've tried. I thought this blush was beautiful. It just totally fell to the wayside, and it is nice to have a little bit of like a subtle nude blush option. I'm gonna keep her. Oh, and also this MAC blush. This was actually something that my friend Chase convinced me to purchase, and it's really, really pretty. Again, another thing that kind of fell to the wayside, but this is the Extra Dimension blush in the shade Sweets for My Sweet. Very much along the lines of that new Fenty glowy blush that I love so much. Yeah, just so glowy, so pretty, so summery. Oh, and I almost forgot, I have this shade of the Make powder blush in the shade Mystic Mauve. Their blushes are gorgeous. This formula is outstanding. This blush is not really quite pigmented enough for me, but I'm not getting rid of this because again, the formula is just so, so beautiful. Definitely want to try more shades of this. These are all the ones that did not make the cut. I had no idea I had so much to declutter and so much to go through. I have more of where this came from, so if you guys loved this declutter, please let me know in the comments. It's hard for me to cheers you guys at this angle, but you guys are the best. Cheers till next time. Bye.